Everyone thinks Dubai got rich from oil, but that's the biggest financial myth of the 21st century. And the real story? It's way more insane than you think. Picture this. It's 1960. Dubai is a desert fishing village. No roads, no electricity. An economy built on pearl diving and smuggling gold. Fast forward just 60 years, and it has the tallest building on Earth. Artificial islands shaped like palm trees, and more Lamborghinis than grocery stores. Even urban planners are confused, which is impressive, because they're usually just boring, not baffled. Here's what everyone believes. Dubai struck oil, got filthy rich, and built a futuristic city with all that black gold money. Simple, clean, satisfying. Except it's wrong. Dubai barely has any oil. And I mean barely. Abu Dhabi holds about 94% of the UAE's oil. Dubai has less than 4%. Compared to its neighbors, its reserves are a rounding error. So if oil didn't make Dubai rich, what did? Because here's the part they never mention in those luxury travel vlogs. The real story starts with one man, Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum. And this guy had a strategy so aggressive, it would make modern venture capitalists look conservative. In the 1960s, Rashid did the math. Yes, Dubai had oil, but not much, maybe 20 years' worth, and he realized something terrifying. If they didn't build something sustainable before the oil ran out, Dubai would disappear back into the desert. So he made one of the most audacious gambles in economic history. He took every dollar of oil revenue and went all in on infrastructure nobody asked for. He built the largest port in the Middle East when Dubai barely had any trade. He dredged a massive creek through the city. He built an aluminum smelter in the middle of the desert. He constructed dry docks capable of repairing the largest ships on Earth. This wasn't careful planning. This was economic roulette with a country's entire future on the table. It was like betting your life savings on a startup that doesn't even have a product yet. Except the startup was an entire city. But the craziest part was still coming, because Rashid's son took this gamble and turned it into something nobody saw coming. Enter Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. If his father was aggressive, Mohammed was completely unhinged, in the best way possible. It's 1985. Oil prices collapse. Every oil-rich country in the Gulf panics. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, they all tighten their belts and wait for prices to recover. Mohammed does the opposite. He doubles down. His logic is simple. If we don't have oil money, we need to become so valuable that money comes to us anyway. So he creates Jebel Ali Free Zone. The deal is radical. Foreign companies can own 100% of their business. Zero corporate tax. Full profit repatriation. No local partner. No restrictions. At the time, this was insane. Most countries in the region wouldn't even let foreigners own land. Then he decides Dubai shouldn't just trade. It should be the middleman for everything. If goods are moving from Asia to Europe to Africa, they should move through Dubai. Next move, Emirates Airlines, launched in 1985, when everyone said the airline industry was dying. The airline loses money for years. Doesn't matter. It's not just a business, it's a marketing weapon. Every Emirates plane is a flying billboard saying, Dubai exists and it's modern. Then comes the real estate madness. In the 1990s, Mohammed allows foreigners to buy property, unheard of in the Gulf. Then he announces artificial islands shaped like palm trees, and another set shaped like the world map. Engineers say it's impossible. Environmentalists say it's insane. Financial analysts say it's economic suicide. He builds them anyway. The Palm Jumeirah alone costs $12 billion. The world islands cost another $14 billion. These weren't safe investments. They were marketing spectacles, designed to shock the world into paying attention. Some economists argue this wasn't development at all. It was the most expensive branding campaign in human history, disguised as a city. Then, 2008 hits. The global financial crisis exposes everything. Dubai has borrowed over $80 billion. Its biggest state-owned developer announces it can't pay its debts. Markets freeze. Investors panic. Headlines scream that Dubai is bankrupt. Real estate prices collapse by 50%. Construction stops. Cranes go silent. Migrant workers flee. The party is over. This is the moment money would have screamed if it could, but here's the detail everyone ignores, and it explains why Dubai survived when it should have died. Abu Dhabi steps in with a $20 billion bailout, but by 2008, Dubai wasn't just a real estate bubble anymore. It had already made itself useful. Jebel Ali had become one of the busiest ports in the world. The airport was among the busiest on Earth. Emirates Airlines was profitable and connected over 100 countries. Free zones attracted real companies, not tourists. Tourism brought millions of middle-class visitors, not just the ultra-rich. Dubai became a financial hub for the region. Here's the harsh truth people miss. The skyscrapers and supercars were just bait. The real strategy was making Dubai geographically indispensable. By 2010, oil made up only about 3% of Dubai's economy. Today, it's even less. Trade, tourism, aviation, finance, and real estate do the heavy lifting. Dubai didn't get rich from oil. It got rich by turning itself into the middleman of the world. But let's go deeper, because the real engine behind Dubai's wealth isn't just infrastructure. It's psychology and geopolitics. Dubai understood something most cities don't. Wealthy people don't just want to be rich. They want to feel like they're living in the future. So everything had to be extreme. The tallest building, the most luxurious hotels, indoor ski slopes in the desert, underwater restaurants, each project designed to generate headlines and free global advertising. Dubai became a lifestyle product. At the same time, it positioned itself as neutral ground in one of the most unstable regions on Earth. Israelis and Iranians do business there. Indians and Pakistanis work side by side. Russians, Americans, and Chinese all operate in the same towers. The rule is simple. Don't bring your politics here. This is a place for money. That neutrality is worth billions. But now, the uncomfortable truth. Dubai's wealth is built on migrant labor. Over 85% of its population is foreign. Construction workers from South Asia built the skyline, often in brutal heat for a few $100s a month, living in labor camps far from the city they created. The kafala system ties workers to their employers. Human rights groups have called it modern-day indentured servitude. This isn't a footnote. It's a core part of the economics. Low labor costs meant higher profits, faster construction, and constant reinvestment. Dubai also runs on debt, massive, continuous debt. As long as growth continues, it works. But it's a knife-edge strategy. Growth stops, and the whole thing trembles. Still, the reinvention never stops. Technology hubs, AI, space missions, renewable energy, medical tourism, education. Dubai is always building the next version of itself before the current one gets old. The numbers are insane. In 1960, Dubai's GDP was about $10 million. Today, it's over $100 billion. That's a 10,000-fold increase in 60 years, almost unheard of in human history. But this growth came at a cost. Environmental destruction. Artificial islands wiped out coral reefs. Water comes from energy-hungry desalination plants. Air conditioning runs non-stop in a desert city. Human rights abuses. Thousands of workers died during the construction boom. Inequality so extreme, it feels like two different worlds sharing the same skyline. Freedom of speech is limited. Unions are illegal. The legal system favors stability over liberty, and Dubai has become a magnet for dirty money. Because it doesn't ask many questions. Dubai's success created copycats. Qatar, Saudi Arabia's Neom, Abu Dhabi, Singapore, Miami. Everyone wants the Dubai formula. But here's the problem. What made Dubai special isn't special anymore. So where does Dubai go from here? Climate change threatens its very existence. Rising temperatures, rising seas, rising energy costs. Another global financial crisis could be catastrophic. And eventually, leadership changes. Every great leader dies. The real question is whether the system survives without them. So, did Dubai's strategy work? Yes, absolutely. But success doesn't mean it was right. Dubai proved you can build a global city from nothing. But it also proved the cost of doing it this way. Environmental damage, human exploitation, extreme inequality, and enormous risk. Dubai got rich by doing what others wouldn't, betting everything on infrastructure, branding before stability, welcoming money with few questions, borrowing relentlessly, exploiting cheap labor at massive scale, and it worked. But Dubai is both a miracle and a warning. It shows what happens when you optimize a city for wealth generation above everything else. The real question isn't whether Dubai's model works. The question is whether everywhere should try to become Dubai.